world to see what I can offer, and I figured that this is the time for me to shine and give my informational service and let everybody come in at the pre-market prep and watch me do my live videos every morning and give them the direction that I feel that things are moving. And sometimes it's right, sometimes it's wrong. It's just we want to be right more than we're wrong.
Disclaimer: Elite Trading is for educational purposes only. The alerts given are not one-way tickets to be a millionaire. Discretion is advised.
They want to hit a base hit, they hit a base hit or a home run. Sometimes that home run makes up for the next 10 hits, but at the end of the day, you want to just hit those base hits. That's all it's about every day, and that's what I do. And that's how we became successful. And now we just want to share that success and let everybody else gain something that they don't already know. Good morning. Good morning, everybody, and welcome to another morning here with us at Elite Trading. Going over some stocks with you guys today. Excited to see that the market did not continue that sell-off. We did get the bounce back. Looks like we might have caught a little bit of a bottom there. So we got some stocks that we're looking at today. I'm going to pull up the list here real quick on my other screen so I can go over them. So here's what's moving in the market this morning. You have MRIN being spoke about. Huge move. Let's get this to a 30-minute chart. Look at that. You got a huge move there to the upside from $5 all the way up to 10. So you got a doubler. This is the daily doubler. What I would do is, let's just say, okay, I want to take a shot at this kind of stock. You know, this is just if I'm in that mood. Where would you get in? So there's a lot of ways to figure out which way or where you would go. But the one that I see that works out best for me is I like to find levels that can possibly get a bounce. So this thing will probably, in my opinion, flush down to about $8 and then maybe get a little bounce and then flush down to $7 and then flush all the way back to this trending line of probably around $7. So the reason why I guess, or the reason why I have an educated opinion towards how this might play out is I've watched stocks like this. I've seen this stuff. Now, could it come and break out above 11 and just go to 15? Yes. But if it fails, see these, it's making higher lows. So if it comes down and makes a new low, makes another low here, this is where you'll snap down. And your first initial response to the stock, you should see right around this area. And how I usually educate myself to think of how I would see a stock would move is that if it moves $5, then I have the opinion that there's a 50% retracement coming, which would be $7.50, somewhere in between this range right here. So watching that one, we'll see how that works. AEMD, never heard of this one. Similar story here. You got a huge move up, little weaker than the other stock. So once again, come here. And we'll look for it to fall into these ranges. Possible support here around 426, 450-ish maybe. We'll see. POAI. Another cheap one, skyrocketing up. It's like they just took these and said, you know what? We're going all in on these stocks and making them look exactly the same. ONTX. See, now this one found some support right here, but it flushed so fast that, okay, you say, okay, do I go for a 50-cent move here? Well, if I'm going for this move, then you stop yourself out if it tries to make a new low, get your long position here, and here you go. You take entry right here with a stop loss right there. Your upside is the previous high. Go for a 50% move. Okay, you've got a 2.29 risk ratio here if you entered now with a stop loss under there, right underneath that wick. So There you go. That would be the way that I would play this if I wanted to. So as of now, it just triggered. So see how it just gave us those little wings? So we triggered and it broke below where we got in. So we would be down. If you look at the position ratio, open P&L is down 0.01. Quantity 2,777 shares. Risk reward ratio 1.78. Stop out is 9 cents. So if it breaks through this and hits that wick down there, then it'll stop us out and it'll get us out of the trade. So watch ONTX, see if that works for us. Let me check on the chat, make sure I'm not missing anything. Good morning, everybody. Make sure you hit that like as you come in. Drop the stocks in the YouTube chat and let us know what stocks you want us to pull up on the charts for you. This one looks like a much better setup to me for a good long position. I mean, you've got some clear support, bunch of little support levels, but I'm always it could go both ways. So could this break down to the low or break through these lows because it's been trying to reach there over and over and over again and it hasn't been able to? Well, why not? There's my risk reward, 2.5 points. If I was to try to get in right there with the low, quick, tight stop loss, that's on the wrong stock because I thought I was on Halliburton. There it is. That's what. There she blows. Pull up X. This thing needs to get above this 2277, 2230 breakout, hit 22250, and then land on 2250 and keep on going from there. It needs some love. I like it. I like it a lot. But every time you see these big bands of green volume and then comes back down on the MACD, or you see it comes up again here, boom, another spike, it always fades. So it's almost, in your opinion, do you buy here? No, because look, it dropped again. Do you buy here? I don't know. Well, at this point, it's looking like it's about to curl up to the upside and break out to 23. I'll give you a target of 23 on X. Make sure if you do come in here and you guys are listening in and you want to have your stocks talked about or put up on the charts, you have to go to the Elite Trading YouTube channel and go to the live feed there and put your comments right there. Disney being talked about on Benzinga this morning. You know, I agree with Triple D. I don't think that Disney is putting enough content on their platform to keep me interested, but I still pay for it. So we'll see. Kids like it. Don't see a good enough trade here unless you do it like this, put a little less risk on, and that's where you can go to 176.50 for Disney for the stop out, or sorry, for the limit to sell, make your money. I don't know why I'm having like a brain fart here. Not my stop loss, but my profit taking marker is at 176.50. Ooh, that's some good coffee. Pull up old Tesla, baby. We called out that level for Tesla 730. Said you could buy the 730 calls that were at 2,400 for 1,200 a piece. If you would have done that, you'd be now $13 in the money. They're probably worth somewhere around $2,000 for the 730 contracts. And you have 760 above, you have 720 below. So watch this. Here's your move that your buddy Kaler always mentions. We go from here to here, right? And that's a 40-point move. What's half of 40? 20. Where does it go? Boom, 740s, and hangs out all day long. So now we have some chop action. It's going to probably chop between 743 and 736 before it makes its decision and breaks out, which will probably be at the end of the week, in my opinion. Now, could it just bust out to 760 and 770 and go to 800 and just completely do Tesla's thing like it normally does? Possibly. But I'm a betting man today on this one. I think in the first 10 minutes we see a little flush, and I say that this looks like a better trade to me than looking for it to come to the upside. What do you guys think? Let us know in the chat if you care. If you don't, why not? Jonathan Hickman, thanks for that like. We appreciate it. 8 minutes ago, hit us with a like. Make sure you jump over to Elite Trading Live on YouTube to watch the show if you need to hit your if you want your comments talked about, etc., etc. Name that movie. Great movie. Ford. Man, oh man, took you all the way up to 1360, flushed you out, left you hanging for dry down at that 1275 area. Now you get a 50% retracement. This is the trade that we just saw on Tesla that I mentioned. So watch. You're gonna get your flush from here to here, double bottom. Now what do we need? 50. We need a 50% retracement from the previous move. So let's take 1360 and 1260. What do we get? 50 cents to the upside. So 13 and right here. Boom. There's your marker. Tell me if it makes it there. Let us know. I'll be watching either way, but I think that you see Ford at $13 by tomorrow. Let's see what this guy does for the baseline. So your baseline, 40.59, is where it got dropped, kicked in the chin. And this did the same thing. Look, flush down, moves up 50%. Boom. Now, choppity, choppity, chop till it figures out where it wants to go. How do you define chop? How do you define where it's going to go? What does that mean, Taylor? Well, if you go here and you go here, it's got to break out of one of these two channels to the upside or to the low side. And then you go for this one or you go for this one. So I say, okay, do I believe where does it go? Okay, if it goes higher, it's going to go there to try to take that out. It's going to try to come down here and take out this low if it breaks below here. So what I would trade is, okay, a break above 39.57 or whatever, 39.65, I buy with a sell order at 40.58. If it breaks below 39.07, then I take a short and cover at 38.39. You know what I'm saying? Hope this stuff helps you guys out. We've been live for about 13 minutes here. We got 15 minutes till the open. Not getting a ton of participation today in the chat, so I went over what I went over. And now it's time for you guys to check us out in the Elite Trading Discord. If you want to talk to me, get a hold of us, or get a hold of anybody in the Elite Trading team, any of the members, all you have to do is grab the link in the description, follow it. It'll take you into our private server where we talk stocks. We have bots in there that give you some information, Wall Street bets, top tickers instantly for you, so you don't have to scroll through that stuff. And also, it'll give you option interest, unusual option activity, open interest for stocks. It'll give you all the flow. There's so much information in there, and I really wish and hope that you use that kind of stuff because it does help you with getting an idea of where the flow of the markets are going and where the money's going. So stay in the green, my friends. Stay blessed, and we'll see you soon.